push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact! Elliott slammed into the wall. Are you kidding me? Danica Patrick, Casey Kane. Big run right there. You saw what he did. Oh, goes to 60. Austin Cindric wrecking in front of the crowd. Daniel Hemrick's caught up. Tyler Reddick. Cindric. Barrel rolls. Lance back on his wheels. Okay. Trying to make one happen. Joey Gates to the 35, sitting right up against the 60 now. And say, I'm going to lead this race no matter what, and that's what Williams is going to have to do. He went to the bottom. He got a good shove from the 2. I thought the 41 was going to get in his quarter panel and battling side by side, but he went down there, got a good shove from the 2, keeps the lead. How about right in the middle now? Just waiting for whichever line. Huge push. And around goes the 2. Too big of a push. He caught the 41. The big one. Logano's caught up in it. Oh, my goodness. Denny Hamlin. Austin Dillon has damage. Daniel Suarez trying to avoid. Ty Dillon sliding in. A wreck 22 of Joey Logano sitting on the apron. A wreck 2. All the Penske cars right there. The one organization that everybody came here thinking they had the best shot to win. All 3 of their cars wiped out in this accident. Ryan Blaney in the 12 sitting there in the grass. Saw the 2 of Brad Keselowski. A lot of damage to the 9. Of Chase Elliott. So many good cars. This wreck happened in the front of the field. This is what Daytona's all about. Take out some contenders, and now this really is an opportunity race for somebody sitting out at 16, sitting out at top 16. Denny Hamlin with big damage. Another fast car. A big push we saw out of the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Wasn't too big of a push. We'll have to take a look at the replay. Let's take a look at the replay from the 9 car first. See all the damage to Chase Elliott. We're getting pretty aggressive here, and Ricky was pushing him and also turning down the racetrack, and that was enough to turn the 2 car around. It's just so much happening right there, and they were coming up on Williams so fast that I believe Brad was sort of throttling down a bit because he was going to hit right in the back of the 24. You see the 24 blocking here, so Brad's probably throttling down a little bit, and Stenhouse coming across the nose. And so right here, the 17. Watch the 17 when he gets into the rear bumper. Right there, hits him in the right rear, and that's what sends him. We talked about that earlier. That's where you want to bump draft somebody, you want to bump them in the right rear, but when you do that and the speed's wrong and it's misaligned and also he's turning left, then that literally just shoves the left rear bumper to the inside of the car and it shoots a nose straight to the wall.
In stage 2.
Shooting at 17.
Wrecking hard, back down, back down, back down. Check up, check up, check up, check up. Here I come.
He's such a kid. What a waste of space.
Hard into the wall is the 43. Bubba Wallace slams the wall. That car at full speed. And that is the greatest view we could possibly see. The window net coming down. This was a massive hit.
It's in turn 1, which is the end of that long front straightaway. We talk about how fast they enter turn 1, over 200 miles an hour. When something happens.
And we've heard people talking about brake issues and having an issue with brakes. The speed at which we saw Bubba Wallace just hit that wall, it almost looked as though he didn't have brakes.
No brakes.
Not a fan of this, Rick. I've seen this before. Jeff Gordon, he is right up against that wall, but he made the pass. Oh, trouble. Hard, and the wall goes
Really,
Byron.
Byron noses in.
Oh, Byron went in hard. Oh. Matt Kent's has piled into Byron right to the 14 car right at the end there. 24 set down here on fire. 37, the 1. That was a huge wreck. Chris Buescher involved.
You can see William moving around a little bit there. 4 wide there.
Byron on the bottom.
He just gets loose underneath.
He just starts spinning out. Gets into the...
Man, it just...
Oh my gosh, that car almost went over.
Just hooked. Nosed in.
How many times have we seen a car land on top of Ryan Newman? Yep. I mean, that's 2 or 3 times I can remember. Too many. McMurray, he has a big run down.
Oh, we got one spinning.
And it's McMurray.
Got it.
Man, that thing is flipping. That car is junk. You got that right.
Well,
just hope
he's a ride right
he
there.
Has been incredibly fast. He got a huge runoff turn 2, caught a pack of cars, made a quick move, and ended up in the fence. Mike, it just really wouldn't surprise me to see some kind of maybe adjustment on the speeds here because the cars are really, really fast.
Yeah, that happened way too easy.
And he's climbed out. Team, one of our faster cars. There's McMurray out of the car.
Newman with a pretty good run. No, he maybe cut a tire.
Something happened to that car. It just went around all by itself on the straightaway.
And see, what really sent that car over was when Newman hit him on the left side, it lifted the right side up and caught air.
Yeah. And look at that car come apart against the fence. It just disintegrates.
I mean, everything did its job of what it's designed to do. The fence kept the car on the racetrack. Car stayed intact.
Watch this car now. It's gonna turn all by itself right there.
Oh, the left rear. The left rear tire.
Yeah. Right over the top of Newman's car. Newman and Ty Dillon both with a good bit of damage. And Mike, the 2 fastest cars, the 1 and the 13, were both involved in that accident. That's right.
He's been one of the fastest. Bubba Wallace with a massive hit there, Steve.
Yes, he did not have a good day yesterday. The bad weekend continues. The difference is we were expecting to see maybe a couple spin-outs for Bubba Wallace, but this is a KO. This will not be a return to the action. Man, it's heavy contact on that left front. About says this will be a good shot out right here. Real time. Wow. So, you know, it's inviting, and what people have told me is that if you give up a little there, it costs you all the way around NASCAR 3 and 4. So this is what I've been waiting to see, is how quickly this can be repaired. So this 43 car is definitely an issue. Let's take a look. He just gets loose. And nowhere to go. Oh, wow. And that's a moment that you're thankful that wall is designed to move.
That's correct.
Oh, man. Huge impact.
Johnson gets turned!
Again.
Keep digging.
Kyle Busch into Larson into Johnson. And for what, the 7th year in a row, Jimmy Johnson will crack Lash.
I've got the 42, and I believe the 18 is behind the 42.
So he comes up to Jimmy Johnson,
Bam.
gives him a little shove,
And that
just turns him.
Turned him.
And, you know, the front nose on these Camaros is very pointed and doesn't really line up great to the rear bumper, even of other Camaros. That's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on through Speed Week.
That was a pretty hard shot he gave. You know, it was harder than a bump.
Oh no, there they go. Spinner into the wall, Almirola. Larson out of shape. So is Chase Elliott. And the caution is out again.
We made it so far, Michael, but we just couldn't keep this up. Oh, and they're still hitting.
When we got the green flag, there were 32 cars on the lead lap. You knew there was a potential of this, and now we'll have a second overtime restart here at Daytona.
And Daniel Suarez comes out the survivor. Ryan Reed second right now. That's huge. Ryan Reed's going to go for 3 wins here at Daytona, and he's in a great spot to do it.
Look at the drivers up front, and this is all unofficial as things reset, but Suarez, Ryan Reed, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Truex, and Spencer Gallagher. Right now, that's what timing and scoring is showing as our top 5. If ever there was a chance to get a surprise winner, we may be setting up right here.
We talked about Kaz Grala in the pre-race show. He's up to the 7th position. We'll just have to see who has what kind of damage that made it through the wreck, Adam. 2000 series champ Jeff Green finds himself in the top 10 late in the going.
See all the damage.
Just a big push here from Chase Elliott to Eric Almirola. Kyle Larson goes up to block it, but they're not up to speed. The cars aren't set in the rear, and it just huge spin, as you can tell.